All right, hey everybody. This is Crohn's Veteran Podcast. Thank you for joining us. I'm with my lovely co-host CJ Cabrera and Renika Wood. Hi guys, how you guys doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Excellent.
I'm doing great myself too. How about you, Jordan?
I am doing well. Thank you for asking. And yeah, so it's really exciting. We are welcomed by our new co-host again. Renika Wood. And so today's episode is dedicated to talking about her story and all the fun things that she's going to be helping us out with Crohn's Veteran, and also having a conversation about body positivity and how that intersects with IBD. And so Renika, again, thanks for being here today, and thanks for joining the team, and tell us a little bit about who you are and your IBD story.
Well, first I would say good morning and thank you guys so much for even having me up here. This has been a blessing. I feel a little nervous. I don't know why. I feel a little nervous and I feel anxious and excited all combined into one. So I can't even describe that word, but just know I feel that way right now. So my story. Where do I start?
Just to start, I would say, how did you get diagnosed with Crohn's disease, right? And
yes.
When did you first start feeling symptoms?
Exactly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I remember it was April 2011. People have that, they call it that Euro or some type of flu where you have like the nausea and going to the bathroom like 24-hour bug or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember I thought I had that, but it lasted a week, and I was looking like, wait a minute, this is the extended version of this kind of flu. I need to know what's going on. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor said that my blood level was actually low. I think I was like a 6 or a 7, my blood level. So she says that I was passing blood microscopically somewhere. And I'm looking like, I said, I don't know where the blood coming from. I feel fine. But then I felt like my body started to, deteriorate. I was getting more nauseated. I was getting more stomach symptoms. So I had to have my colon checked about a week later. At that time, they affirmed that I had ulcerative colitis. That day, she said, you can't have no more salads. You can't have no more green food. I'm looking like, what? Wait a minute, hold it. Yesterday, I was eating salad yesterday. Wait a minute.
Right.
I'm looking like, no green food. I didn't know what was going on. So that day, I was crying. I was like, Mom, I can't have no more salad, no more green food. What am I to die? I didn't know what's going on with me. Putting on these medications called Lialda, that totally rocked my world. I took it for a whole month, and then I got so sick, I couldn't even hardly breathe. Went to the hospital. They said I had developed pancreatitis. Was in the hospital for I think 6 days at that time. So through the course of time, I got put on Imuron, prednisone, Remicade. I was on Humira.
Just throwing biologics at you.
Wow,
man, just the whole book.
Right, I was taking it all. The Remicade did well for me for about a good year. Then, like for the 3rd week, my body would go back to the old flares again. So therefore, the Remicade started to not work for me. They decided to develop antibodies. I said, what is an antibody? Well, okay, I got that message. Then moving along, my doctor at the time, he was like this real cool doctor, but he was kind of like very casual. I don't think he took me really very seriously. I would come and see him. He gave me like 20 milligrams of prednisone like each time I go see him. In my mind, prednisone was my go-to drug. Like, yep, prednisone, be feeling good in the next 2 days. I'm back on it.
Right.
Not knowing I'm going to get the moon pie face syndrome. Didn't know what that was until I looked in the mirror one day. I said, my face is swollen. Oh, yeah, that's a side effect of prednisone. I was like, I don't want no more of these prednisones then.
Mm-hmm.
But as time went on, I got sick again. I had to go to the hospital again. This one I had moved back home with my mom for about a 5-month period. I was so sick. I remember I couldn't even walk up the steps. I couldn't even get out the bed. I couldn't even do anything, but I still managed to drive an hour and a half to work every day. To and from work every day, drive back home an hour and a half. I get in the car, I couldn't even get out the car. That's how sick I was. And I was pushing myself to the limit. And I finally got admitted to the hospital again. At that time, I think it was 2015, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. That's when I had a career diagnosis of Crohn's.
Okay.
They indicated that my colon had like a lot of lacerations, a lot of ulcers. Like I was going to I never talk about bathroom breaks because to me it's real personal.
Right.
But having Crohn's, bathroom is like breathing. Hey, going to the bathroom. Hey,
Yep.
okay, going to the bathroom.
Right.
You know? So I was going to the bathroom, I know, 25, 30 times a day. I was going to the bathroom so much that I had a secret. I had a pillow in the tub with a cover. And I would just lay in the tub and just go from the tub to the bathroom.
Wow.
And then go from there to the bathroom, to the tub to the bathroom. And I'm looking like, this can't be life. Then as time goes on, I got better and I started developing these, what you call these fissures and fistulas. I had to learn these type of words. I said, what is this?
I know, me too. That's, yeah, I can relate to that.
Sucks. All they can say was, take a sitz bath. So I started taking sitz bath, and I remember me, one night I was in the tub from 24 hours that night to the next day I was in the tub. I never got into it. I would cut the water on, let the water go out. Cut the water on, let the water go out. And I was like, this can't be my life. On weekends, I would go home and get like a Kermit in the house. Then Monday, I'd be like, hey, y'all, good morning. It's Monday morning. Go home, back to the same basics. But as time progressed on, I got better. But then my diet started to need to be changed. I was still eating the beef, the pork, the dairies, all that stuff, not knowing that those things were increasing my symptoms. Right. I had learned to do a process of food elimination. So I started to remove the chocolates, you know, a little bit at a time, no sodas, anything carbonated. So I did well with that, and I finally got on NTVO, did great with that medication. But then the doctor said, your fistulas are getting more, they're increasing more. So they start you on the beautiful drug called Stelara. So now I'm on Stelara. So I had my major, you know, this is something I have not really shared a lot about, but I had my major surgery that I call major on December 20th, 2019. I remember the day I got my temporarily loop colostomy. I have never said that out loud to anybody on the public forum before.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Definitely. I was fighting it tooth and nails, but I kept saying I was fighting it because it was more of a vanity thing or a stigma thing. Like, I'm be known this girl with a colostomy bag, whoop de whoop. Right. I'm be known with a girl that she got a bag in her stomach, whoop de whoop. I had all of those insecurities about myself, but I had to learn that I'm trying to appease everybody else while I'm over here suffering internally. So I had to remove them.
Right, and not only that, I mean, everybody has something going on, you know. Right. There is that. So I mean, and not only that, I've had a temporary bag myself, you know, so I can definitely relate to that feeling, just, oh my gosh, this is such a different thing. But also in the IBD community, so many people have these things and have these bags and still live really awesome, fulfilling lives and stuff. And so to me, so to anybody out there, it may seem kind of scary in the front end, but for the right people, it does help a lot.
It also improves the quality of life too.
I agree. I agree. You guys, that is so correct, because quality of life is not living when I know for me, when I was trying to just be amongst my friends and not eat food, so I went to the bathroom, versus me being able to eat and have fun. Now I'm able to enjoy and thrive. I'm able to go and move about, places that I once couldn't frequent. Like I can drive long distances and be good with eating me some chips on the way there and not have to go to the bathroom without to stop. So you're right though. And basically that's been my journey. I have been currently I'm taking Stelara for about a year. I think a year, next month be a year. I'm doing excellent. The only thing I'm having going on now is like a few other minor things. It's kind of like kinks. I call them kinks. But I have a great treatment team at Duke. My gastroenterologist, my colorectal surgeon, like they're the bomb. They're awesome. Definitely, I think that's very important to have a good team on your side too.
Definitely. That's I've had both experiences. I've had a great team and a not so great team.
I have too.
And so for my big surgery, it was that was when I had it was 18 inches of my colon taken out and my ileum taken out, and and all that stuff, and that hospital where I got that taken at, I won't, I guess, name drop them, but people I told was like, yeah, surgery at this hospital, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, dude, you're alive!" Like,
wow.
like like it's some kind of back alley chop shop or something, and it's like a regular hospital, like by my house type thing. It's like, I was thinking that is this where everybody's going?
Wow.
Like, and then but also my doctors at the time was kind of like, some doctors have that kind of intellectual lab coat type vibe, and then other ones that real good bedside manner, and personable, and actually kind of compassionate, empathetic, all that kind of stuff. So my doctors then were more like the former. It's kind of like you're just kind of like
there to do their job.
You're like you're not a patient, you're not a person, you're a patient, right?
Oh, wow.
And so like you're just like a lab experiment or something, so now I'm very fortunate to have way better doctors and way better, you got gastroenterologists and stuff like that, and so that kind of got me on the right track, and so I would definitely agree, so important to to not only have a good medical team, but a good just a support system in general too.
I agree with that 100%. I agree 100%. My doctors, I know when I call them on the phone, they hate to see me coming because I have questions from A to Z. I need to know what's going on. Self-advocacy is very important for me. I tell my mama, you cannot go to the doctor and tell them what's wrong with you. You got to tell them what's going on with you. You got to tell them.
Right.
Don't let them tell them. You got to tell them, because can't nobody tell you how you feel. I always tell people that.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
And
so yeah. So right now I'm doing pretty well right now. I'm just trying to I'm still have a few hiccups along the road. I have had the opportunity to have a reversal on my beautiful life-saving agent. However, I don't think that that's something I want to pursue, because my doctor indicated to me that if I did pursue it, then I probably would be 10 times worse as I were going in prior to that.
Yep. And so now you're just trying to doing the Solara and just trying to find this kind of lifestyle stuff to try to maintain type thing.
I am. And so far I'm still, speaking about the body positivity, it's still a kind of, 6 months in, this still, still fresh and new, kind of new, 6 months. So I'm still new to the game. So I'm still learning a lot. And there are days I'd be like, please. I'd be like, not today. But then I say, you know what, Sonia, just take a seat, get back up, and start again. And that's why you use that as motivation, because if not, I would drive myself crazy over
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, being body positivity or having a good self-image, man, IBD can just do a number on the on the self-esteem, on the self-worth and stuff, because I mean, for me, for instance, like that surgery, before that surgery, I was about 20 pounds heavier than I am now. And so like, and then, or maybe I don't want to exaggerate, maybe 15, but after that, it just, no matter what I did, no matter what I ate, how much I worked out, it just vanished into thin air. And so I'm not a big guy, I never have been. And so 10 or 15 pounds for when you're only 150 or whatever is a lot.
Facts. Big facts.
And so trying to, that's something that I'm still, that I still I struggle with a little bit, just trying to, being like, oh man, I'm skinny. Like, so like, but just, feeling like, just, being, having that, being grateful for what's going right, all that, all that kind of stuff. And also that there's still things that are within my control, like diet and exercise and stuff. And I can still, me and CJ, try to do what we can, as far as exercising and stuff. But it's a journey, and so that's something too. Is like, just do what you can. If you don't feel good, you don't feel good. It's all good.
Yes.
Don't push yourself too much. You don't want to be a me where you're just like trying like really hard, and then you end up like hurting yourself and pushing yourself 3 steps backwards instead of like moving forward.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, because your body will tell you when it's time to take a break. I have learned from that.
Exactly.
I'm just hard-headed, man. Let's say I hurt my wrist, I'm gonna just wrap my wrist and keep going.
right.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Funny. Like, yeah, I mean, and that's that's one of my biggest like stress relievers is working out. I love to do it, and so that's I kind of have the same problem. You know, you can get a little bit too excited at the gym or whatever.
Put on that right music. I'm just
Yeah, yeah, like
got the
you
mean
know,
bug face going. Yeah,
like
That's awesome.
oh my arm type thing. So,
exactly.
mhm. So
Your body will tell you to take a break. Though. I can tell you, I
right,
know one
right.
thing to do. When that fatigue come up, you be like, you know what? Let me go ahead and lay on this couch for a few minutes. Before you know it, be 2-3 hours gone by. You still on the couch relaxing.
Yeah, it's crazy because like going back into the gym and trying to even lightweight, it'll still have me like winded. Like I'd get up, let's say I'd get up from like squatting and I just have to like kneel for a second because like I
Mhm.
guess I got up too fast and like the
Mm-hmm.
room is starting to go black, but I just gotta chill for a second.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Take your
So,
time. Gotta take your time.
yeah.
mhm,
Don't
mhm.
don't overdo it.
Like little dude is my son has decided that he wants to be the strongest man in the world. So so he's got to start him early. I was thinking about those little YouTube videos with those little like little like Jack little 5 or 6 year olds or whatever. Like
Mhm. Did you ever see the video about the strongest kid?
no,
Yeah,
I don't know.
apparently the dad like made him like work out since like a really young age, and then the kid got into it, and he's just like a beast. He was so ripped. He had like the
He
six
was.
pack. He had like the big chest. He had like everything. But
I'm not
at the
sure
end
I
of
could
the
show him
day,
that.
the kid like hated his dad because like he took his childhood away from him.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, because
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, because that's like you're that's a lot. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should show him that because he might be like, Dad, I think I'm motivated. I'm inspired. That thing, and so I want to train.
hey dad, let's go lift.
That's too funny.
So but yeah, so that's I yeah, body positivity is definitely a really big thing with Crohn's disease. Like there's a lot of stuff with me is like I have like a vitamin deficiency and stuff, and so like vitamin D, vitamin B,
Mm-hmm.
all these things, and so like over time, I think like my teeth and stuff, and so I need to get like my teeth fixed, and so so that's one of those things. Yeah. So anybody watching is like, well, if a guy with a missing tooth kid, can come up here and and do, be on camera, hey, you can too. And so,
That's
um,
right.
and so I know it's all about. To me, it's more important to to share the story and to inspire people than this kind of stuff. And so,
That is
um,
true.
and so but yeah, but of course, as in saying that I wouldn't like to get my teeth fixed. So, but that's but that's right. And so, but it's all about it's body image, and so, but it's also like again, everybody has something wrong with them. So you may see somebody out there like, especially on social media, we all know that's fake. But I'm just saying, like in regular life, like just out in the world and stuff like that, you see a person like, wow, they look good, they look great, but they might have 6 toes or something. So you have no idea, or they might have an invisible illness or chronic illness. They might be
Mm-hmm.
like like all we do, the three of us, and walk around, be smiling and waving, and feel like garbage. So,
Yes.
hmm
and so like yeah, so just so just know that everybody's trying to do the best that they can, and yeah, just remember that yeah, everybody has something wrong with them, so it is okay, it is okay.
Definitely. I agree with that. Oh, can I add one thing about the body positivity?
Go ahead.
Definitely.
Okay, so with so okay, me being plus size, I call myself size sexy. That's what I call myself, size sexy.
Mm,
So,
mm,
I got asked questions a lot about me having a chronic illness, and someone said to me, "Well, I thought that you're supposed to lose weight if you had Crohn's." I was like, "Wait a minute, hold it now." I got offended because in
mm,
my mind, like I'm not sure if you were the question was asked without a genuine concern or out of the
hmm
me not being truthful about what I had going on.
oh,
So, so I had to make sure I educated the individual on what I had going on and the longevity of where I was to where I am now. I said, there are a period of times where I did go through the I was malnourished and dehydrated. I couldn't eat for like a whole week. I lost like 25, 30 pounds in a month.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same token, when you become a little healthier, you tend to do things a little differently. So I told her that my body and where I am now took a while to get here, but I always been plus size, but I'm healthy now. But I
Right.
did because I lost weight one time, but it was an unhealthy weight. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So,
Yeah.
but like people who's going through the struggle of wanting to gain weight or lose weight, just take it all in stride. Just try to do the best you can with either way, because it's not actually a good thing to tell a person where you look good to be sick. I'm like, what? People
No,
say stuff like that,
they
right?
do. They do.
Very disrespectful, but I don't know if it's them not knowing that it's wrong to say that, or them just not knowing it's wrong to say that. Either way, it's wrong. It's wrong. You tell me. Or either you look too pretty to be sick, or you look too good to be sick, or you sure you're sick. Like, you don't say that to people. So that
No.
can really tear down a person's self-image as well. Because for me, it took me a while to be able to share about my story and to be able to share some of the most vulnerable things I've been through. Because if I didn't have my confidence and my family support, I probably would have still been in this house like a hermit, crying every day, but then going to work like, hey everybody, good morning, how you doing? But then go home and being depressed. So it's very important to understand that people go through things that you may not know. So I always try to offer a lot of compassion and like encouragement throughout the course of the day to anyone. So you want to throw that part out there.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. It's we all know what they say about assuming, right? The whole
Yeah.
ass out of you and me type thing. So yeah. So this
Yeah.
and also yeah. Just I think it's someone tells you they're sick, like just they're sick. So I mean, especially with something like
Why you gotta lie about it?
yeah, I mean,
Right.
with IBD, like Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, irritable bowel syndrome, all
Yeah.
these things, the symptoms of those. Who walks around and says, you know what, I'm gonna start talking about, I'm gonna start making this.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm gonna start talking about how much I poop every day to people. Just
Right.
just for, like
Just
for
for the
giggles
kick
or
of
whatever.
it.
Keep life exciting type thing.
Very interesting topic.
So, but man, that's so that's so that's what it's amazing. Yeah, that's probably it's almost a judge of character. It's almost like a warning flag. Like a red flag. If you say,
Mhm.
"Hi, I'm Jordan or I'm Renika, I'm CJ, and I have colitis or Crohn's," and they're like, "No, you don't."
Like, really?
so, so like, well, I'm sick, bro. And they're like, la la la. It's like, no, no, no. So those are the kind of folks that probably are not good for the self-esteem and the self-worth. You might want to kind
Definitely.
of run screaming from them type thing.
Definitely. I'm telling you, it's just, ooh,
Yeah,
haven't
and
heard it all.
right, and then that's something I guess body image too. Like I have scars and stuff, from these surgeries and things, and so that's to me, like that's one of the reasons I started Crohn's veteran is that to me, like these scars are kind of like stripes, like battle wounds and like all these kind of things, and so
Mhm.
so that's to anybody else out there, just know that I have probably like a 12-inch and an 8-inch scar on my on my stomach, and then from I said from multiple surgeries. I still go out, swimming and go to the pool and all these things, and I've kind of let go of the idea like, oh my gosh, people are going to see my scars. What are they going to think? Like, it's more important to live life and try to have fun and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
yeah, and so that's kind of also the reason I have tattoos and stuff because I have scars and stuff. It's kind
I
of
mean,
stuff.
you also
Yeah,
gotta live your life for you, not for other people.
That's
exactly.
true, CJ. I agree with
Exactly.
that 100%.
Yeah, like live your own best life type thing.
I'm,
So.
Hmm.
I'm all for that. I'm all about that now.
hmm So yeah, so CJ, so what's what are some of your experiences with like or do you have any kind of body image experiences that you like to share?
Uh, yeah. I mean, I always used to be a small kind of guy. In high school, I was around the same weight I am now,
Yeah.
like 120, 125. And then out of the Marines, I was just like, yeah, I'm about to get jacked. So, inside the Marines, I would work out, and I shot up in boot camp. Actually, I gained 20 pounds.
Okay.
Wow.
So I went up to 145, almost 150, and then in the Marines, I maintained that, and then I got out, and I wanted to try and bulk up to 180, but
Mm,
realistically, it was 170. So I ended up going really hard. My friend told me about calories and like bulking with calories and stuff. So he told me about mass gainers. He told
Mm.
me that I should take a mass gainer before bed and after my workout. So that's what I did on top of eating too. So every night before bed, I'll take a mass gainer, and then every time after I worked out, I'd take a mass gainer as well. And I'd fill up the shaker cup with, I guess, 12 ounces of milk, of whole milk, and
Mhm.
then I'd put like 2 big scoops, and then I'd add banana in there. It was just like it felt like a whole meal.
Sound good.
Yeah, like it's all thick. I think, so.
Yeah, so I did that for about a month. I ended up gaining 10 pounds in less than a month, and I was
Wow.
finally at like 160. I made it to around 162, 163, and then that's when I started having like my blood and stool, and then from there, that started to go to the gym less because I had to worry about like the UC symptoms and then also school. And
Mhm.
symptoms started getting worse and worse. And then, bam, boom, I finally get diagnosed. And then I'm still going to the gym and I'm still going less, but I'm still going, still getting in that fitness. But then flare hits and I stopped going completely. From there, I'm just like bedridden, sick, going to the bathroom like 25, 30 times a day, barely eating. And I lost pretty much all that weight I gained. So I
Mhm.
went back to like 120. I looked really bad. I was really pale. Um, I was really bony. Like I'm skinny,
Yeah,
but you could like see my bones.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, yeah,
I did not look good. I looked unhealthy. I was like really like sluggish. I was depressed too, because I mean, when
Mhm.
you feel like crap, you're obviously not gonna be in a good mood.
Mhm.
Right.
Um, but after I got out of that flare, a few months after, probably like 2 or 3 months after, I was just like, I'm gonna go to the gym. Being on Instagram and seeing uh I saw Joel. That's one of the dudes that motivated to get me back
Yeah.
into fitness. And there's this other guy from Texas. He also had, I think he has Crohn's.
Mhm.
And those two were like my biggest motivations because they would be posting like working out every day. I was like, yo, I gotta get back on my fitness.
Yeah,
Like if these
yeah,
guys
yeah,
can do it, I could
yeah.
do
Like,
it too.
yeah, like Marquise. Yeah, Marquise also is on that fitness thing too, and so that's yeah, and so yeah, mine. My weight like all that like it kind of evaporated like in a week. I would say like
Hmm.
within the surgery being in the hospital, I went from like 145 to like that same. I probably lost like probably easily 30 pounds.
I
Like
lose weight really easily.
yeah,
Like
me
I could,
too.
if I don't eat, like let's just say I don't eat today, I could probably lose like 2 pounds, three
Really.
pounds. Yeah,
Mm,
Mm.
mm,
yeah.
Understandable.
That's why like when I go on that liquid diet, for that colonoscopy, and I drink the prep, I'm about to lose like 5 pounds.
You
Five
said
pounds.
that. Yeah, you did say
Yeah.
that.
mm,
Yeah.
mm.
So that's why I'm just like, I was going to the gym, but then the doctor told me I was gonna get a colonoscopy. I'm like, I'm gonna, be going to the gym, trying to gain weight just to
Yeah,
lose it again. I'm just gonna
yeah,
wait to go
yeah. That's
hard
like
again.
yeah, it sounds like a bad combo.
Yeah.
And so, uh, um, yeah. So I
Oh.
mean, and that's the unique thing about IBD is that yeah, there's not one size fits all.
Mm-mm.
And so not in the least bit. And so, and again, it's crazy to me, Renika, that that people will be saying that like, you're not sick or you don't look this. Maybe I think part of it is like life. That's it's kind of like life is scary and random,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and of course, and then and so people don't want to, you know, the idea that I can wake up one day and have ulcerative colitis or one day of Crohn's disease, through
Mhm.
no fault of my own or through, it doesn't matter what kind of lifestyle choices that I made previous to this, that I can still get to this. That's scary
Right.
for a lot of people, so I think it's more like you're not sick, that it can't be that, or or some kind of other kind of like denialism or around it, because I think it's just got a little bit scary for some people to accept. that, you know,
I
just.
agree.
I've been seeing a lot of body positivity posts from like a lot of females, but it's a big thing for guys as well.
I
It is.
believe that.
Like
Yeah.
I have like people on my Instagram who like don't like posting like pictures of themselves or like work posting pictures or videos of them working out because they just don't like the way they look.
Yeah, you know, and that's something, you know, it's funny because that's something that I don't mind posting. Is just, I just, you know, it's kind of like, you know, again, overthinking, like, you know, putting too much, doing too much, and so, you know, there's no reason why I can't, you know, post some push-up videos or pull-up videos or something like that just for fun, because that's something I really want to do. That's one of my missions, is to be healthy enough, hopefully consistent, you know, somewhat consistently enough to where I can, you know, get back in the saddle of working out, because that's what I love to do. You
Same.
know, it's like a real big stress reliever for me.
Definitely.
So,
Now, I'm not gonna say I love working out, but I can say I love walking and going for long, like mile-long walks.
Mm-hmm.
like
When I
hiking,
was
you go,
quarantined, I was walking about, I was averaging about 4 to 6 miles a day. I was walking every day.
Ooh,
Then
okay.
I haven't walked in 2 weeks because I had, had the little thing I had going on last week, but I haven't walked in 2 weeks. But now my body's like, girl, you don't walk. So, your body will tell you when it's time to take a break, or when it's time to get to moving. Because right now I feel like I'm just being stagnant. I got to do something. But definitely though, I think a lot of people tend to forget that men also have body positivity. Issues with their bodies as well. We think it's always females. No, it's not always females. Guys have those type of things going on too. So it's very important for us to understand that. So I know I'm all here for the body positivity.
yeah, my guys always like, oh, you got little noodle, like little noodle arms or a bird chest or something like that, or it's all these little jokes and stuff. You got little matchstick legs or something like that, and so like and so so that kind of stuff can, it can bounce off of you, but also it can still hit you too, and so
I agree.
just like being overweight, to me it's like the same kind of stuff that can hurt your feelings when you're overweight can hurt your feelings when you're underweight. And so that's why it's so important to just he said be kind to people, and
also,
I agree with that.
one thing about you was talking about you're taking prednisone a lot. When they were trying to put me on prednisone, I was kind of excited, but at the same time I wasn't, because the first thing I heard about it was that it makes you really emotional, and it like messes up with your mind and all of that. And then it also told me I'm a moon face and that it helps you gain weight. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm about to gain all this weight back. So I was excited, but it didn't work like that for me. I was still the same weight. I wasn't gaining weight. It just made me really, really, really emotional to the point where I couldn't stand it. Like,
really?
I was snapping on everyone and their moms, like, for no reason. I was like Hulk mode 24/7. It's just like I couldn't. I told the doctor, I was like, yo, I'm after this one, I'm done. I can't do it no more.
Right.
Like, all right. We'll figure something out. But prednisone's the devil for me, man.
I agree. But now, once again, I'm not a doctor, but those of you that need prednisone from your doctor, take it as prescribed, because I made the mistake of
it's different for everyone.
Right. I stopped mine right in the middle of my tapering. It was not a good deal. It was not a good deal for me at all.
I wanted to, but he's like, no, finish the taper.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, man, I don't want to take this.
I was like, oh. It tapered down like go from 10 to 9.5 and 9 to 8.5.
Right.
I'm like, it'd be the rest of the year.
He tried to put me on like another month, and I was like, it's not gonna work out, doc. Nah.
Right.
But if you need it, take it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a couple of times it's helped me out. So it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it right there.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I think that was I think that was fun, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
That was a good combo.
Yeah, it was a good conversation. And so again, this is Crohn's Veteran Podcast. I'm joined by my co-host Renika Wood, and CJ Cabrera. You guys can check us out on www.crohnsveteran.com. You can check us out on Twitch, on the Chill Ghost channel. Check us out on YouTube, Crohn's Veteran channel, Instagram, at official.crohnsveteran, at Crohn's_and_sexy with 2 X's, at Papuro, Papuro. Support us, become a member, subscribe today. We appreciate the love, you guys.
Check out our Anchor. Subscribe to our Anchor.
All right, cool. All right. See you later.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
All right, gents, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate